So something stupid's happening in the state of Illinois. Now, hold on, especially to the Trumpers and the libertarians, like I see you type on the keyboard. Aha, see, Illinois is corrupt. What are you going to say? Well, just hear me out here, okay? Look, I live in this state, and I know this state's got its problems, especially in Chicago, okay? We're the most corrupt city in the world, and if you add in Washington, D.C., we're number 2. Well, most corrupt city in America. Most corrupt city in the world? I don't know if we're in the top 10, okay? But in America, we're number 1. Add in Washington, D.C., then we're number 2. We got to up our game. But something's happening in the great state of Illinois. You see, there's a very corrupt mayor, and it's cartoonish levels of buffoonery. I've never seen anything like it. But Lightfoot has been hired to investigate the worst mayor in America, period. Lori Lightfoot, the Lori Lightfoot, who had NASCAR in the city of Chicago, right? The Lori Lightfoot, who raised up the bridges and constantly dismissed political and police corruption. The Lori Lightfoot, who didn't do anything about the lead in our drinking water. The Lori Lightfoot, who was more than happy to blame voters for her not getting elected in office. This same Lori Lightfoot, who made enemies out of everyone. Like, seriously, across the political spectrum. She was one of the worst mayors we ever had. And the fact that there are people saying, we miss you, Lightfoot. Are you people that stupid? No. Lightfoot didn't give a damn about Chicagoans. She didn't give a damn. This was the same Lightfoot, my fellow citizens of Chicago and to the world, who was very pro in keeping us locked down in our houses during the pandemic. Okay? Lightfoot was against that, period. The same Lori Lightfoot who dressed up like as cartoon characters. So apparently this fool has returned. And she's going to be paid $400 per hour to investigate Tiffany Henyard. Hang on. It's just bear with me. Bear with me, folks. It's gonna get a little crazy here. All right. Hold on. So, Illinois Village of Dalton has voted in favor of a resolution to hire ex-Chicago mayor. Oh, people of Dalton, you made a dumb decision. But it's all right. We all make mistakes. I'm not going to judge you. Just look at Fresh and Fit. They're a mistake. To investigate its own leader, Tiffany Henyard, who's been accused of misusing taxpayer funds and other various corrupt practices. Lightfoot, who lost, I'm sorry, I didn't read that word right, who lost, God damn it, I stuttered again, who lost her re-election bid in a landslide last year, said she was honored to be tasked with the investigation of Henyard, Dalton's self-proclaimed super mayor. Oh, and she's a super mayor, all right, baby. As someone who has made good governance, as someone who's made good governance the cornerstone of my career in public service, I recognize that maintaining the trust of those you serve and making decisions in the best interest is essential. Goodness gracious. So resident Dalton deserve nothing less than a government that's fully accountable, responsive, transparent, and effective stewards of taxpayer dollars. Lightfoot said her experience leading Chicago could help provide findings and recommendations without bias. Oh, people of Dalton. Did you ever occasionally call up anyone from Chicago and really ask them, like, you know how, like, I was going to say Nancy, sorry, how Anna Kasparian, I don't know how I got those two confused, how Anna Kasparian was yelling at the journalists, ask them a question, Did you, people of Dalton, did you ask anyone from Chicago about what it was like living under Lori Lightfoot's rule? Wasn't all that great. Wasn't all that great indeed. So Dalton's Village Board voted to hire Lightfoot on Monday. Oh, boy. Okay. Lightfoot will be tasked with providing periodic updates to the board on the investigation to Henyard's alleged misconduct and lavish spending, providing a comprehensive report at its conclusion. So Lightfoot, previously an attorney with the powerful Chicago law firm Mayor Brown, a federal prosecutor and Chicago's first black female and openly gay mayor, lost her bid for a second term last year. Yes, she was a terrible mayor. Now, this investigation stems from a series of events surrounding tax-funded economic development trip to Las Vegas. So this is what the mayor of Dalton did. There is allegedly a total failure to report anything relative to potential economic development or any other events that took place in Las Vegas to the Board of Trustees upon Henyard's return, according to the board. That means the mayor, Mayor Tiffany Henyard, she was spending up in Viva Las Vegas. The village board says it wants a thorough investigation into the trip, including all expenditures, allegations of misconduct, and internal investigations. Henyard is also facing allegations she misspent federal COVID-19 relief funds, hired contractors without seeking proper bids, overpaid vendors without approval from the board, accepted large campaign contributions from venues chosen by the mayor. I guess that's her mugshot. The resolution also states that the board learned about serious assault allegations made by an unnamed former Dalton employee against a board trustee while in Las Vegas, and that Henyard and others in her administration have gone through great lengths to cover up and hide the alleged misconduct and reporting the misconduct. Okay? Got to be careful because of YouTube. Us figuring out what happened in Vegas is extremely important for the residents, Dalton board trustee members Brittany Norwood told the Post. Okay. Henyard's constituents have also complained about the obstatious mayor's massive billboards bearing her face across the town and militarization of local police against her political opponents. She's just like any other U.S. politician. And they're gonna have Lightfoot, of all the people in the world you could choose from. Lori freaking Lightfoot? Oh, people at Dalton, I think you just got scammed. The FBI is also investigating Henyard's alleged misuse of taxpayer money, including the hundreds of thousands of dollars the village paid in police overtime, allegedly for Henyard's personal security detail and accusations she held up licenses to certain businesses. Now, Henyard has repeatedly refused to step down. Tiffany Henyard, worst mayor ever, right? All right. Let's see. And there's a lot of people commenting on this. So it's. And hold on. This guy, Ray from Delaware says, and at $400 per hour, the good residents of Dalton will soon be relieved of a lot of taxpayer money. She won't do anything at all. Hold on. But let's hear it from Lightfoot herself, folks. Give it up for the former mayor of the city of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot.
People here that people in this village want something different, want to go in a different direction. And I want to assure you that it's for you that I am here. And that I will do my utmost if this motion is passed to make sure that I serve you with integrity. I also want to acknowledge and thank the trustees who are here. And thank you for your confidence in me to conduct a thorough and timely and independent investigation into the matters outlined in the motion regarding Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration. As someone who's made good governance the cornerstone of my public service career, I recognize maintaining the trust of those you serve.
Oh, people of Dalton, you guys just keep making mistakes. Like, look, hey, I know Chicago's got its problems, right? We got our corrupt politicians too, but people of Dalton, all of you could have chosen so much better. I'm just a saying.
And making decisions in their best interest is absolutely essential. The residents of Dalton deserve nothing less than a government that is fully accountable, responsive, transparent, and effective stewards of your precious tax dollars.
Woo! That sound was the taxpayer dollars going right out that window. Let's play this video here.
To appoint Lori E. Lightfoot as special investigator for the Village of Dalton. Motion passed.
The former federal prosecutor turned mayor will now be a paid investigator, digging into the details of Dalton's multi-million-dollar deficit and alleged misdeeds of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
I will follow the facts where they lead, without bias,
and reserve comments from this night forward until the work is complete.
Lightfoot's to-do list is long, including finding millions of dollars in unpaid bills and a lavish village-funded trip to Las Vegas for Henyard and a few trustees and village employees last year.
All allegations of misconduct and all internal investigations, if any, along with any village, state, and federal law violations.
But her investigation could be stunted before it even begins. Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who wasn't present Monday, has the power to veto Lightfoot's appointment.
It's obvious that.
So in other words, did we waste time? Did you waste people's time appointing Lightfoot to something that could be vetoed by the mayor? By the way, that here's the thing. This mayor, extremely corrupt, all right? She could give some Chicago politicians a run for the money, but the balls on this lady, right?
Before it even begins, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who wasn't present Monday, has the power.
Look, she has these giant billboards, and this is one of the small ones, okay? This is one of the small ones. The balls on this lady. I told you, Chicago and Illinois, we're the world heavyweight champions. You know, bright lights, big city, but this is in Dalton. You know, hey, my fellow Chicago politicians. Why are you letting someone take your heavyweight championship belt?
Power to veto Lightfoot's appointment.
It's obvious that a veto will happen, but we have the majority.
Frustrated and financially strapped Dalton taxpayers have questions about this $400 per hour investigation.
I mean,
Precisely. Everyone should. You're paying Lightfoot $400. People, Dalton, did you bother? Did you look? People, Dalton. Private message me, okay? Because I think you made a mistake there, babies, my lovelies. All right, you're from Illinois, all right, and I do care about my fellow Illinois citizens, okay? I just want to stop you from making a big an oopsie, okay? Because you're making an oopsie here.
a very determined person. We are prepared to do what is necessary to get to the facts.
But whatever Lightfoot finds, the former prosecutor lacks any authority to bring anything more than information.
Why are y'all cheering? She can't do anything else. She can't do anything else. What you did is Lightfoot's thinking, I'm going to bleed these suckers dry. There must be some stupid in the water. Because seriously, what were y'all thinking? This does nothing. Nothing. So nothing's nothing. So hold on. Golden Monarch says, well, what happened to Tiffany Henyard? Did she do what did she do wrong? A lot of corruption, a lot of abuse of power, and a mayor on an ego trip. But hey, send a corrupt mayor to investigate a corrupt mayor, right? Corruption investigating corruption. Oh yeah, we found something, but I really can't do anything at all, period. Shaking my head, because that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. Mayor Tiffany Henyard. And it rather says a lot about, Chicago politics, our entire institutions, our just everything as a whole. It's not really Chicago politics. I mean, it does play in some Chicago politics because they brought in Mayor Lightfoot, former Mayor Lightfoot, and it's not going to do a damn thing, period. But it is rather hilarious to me knowing that this is where we're at right now. And I just want to pull up just a little bit idea who she is, because we saw Lightfoot just here. Let's for all of you to see.
Furious residents in a Chicago suburb are demanding their so-called dictator mayor, Tiffany Henyard, resign as she faces mounting embezzlement and even a sexual assault scandal. The Dalton Village monthly board meeting on Monday erupted into total chaos as frustrated residents demanded answers from the self-described Democratic super mayor over alleged misuse of money. There's a lawsuit.
The balls on this lady. It's actually kind of hilarious. It almost makes perfect for like a Breaking Bad spinoff.
Possible cover-up of sexual assault allegation. In one incident, former assistant says she was fired after she said she was sexually assaulted by a staffer on a taxpayer-funded work trip to Vegas last year. Mayor is accused of trying to silence her.
You know what happened in Vegas. You know what happened. And you should be addressing it.
You've done nothing. You don't care about nobody but yourself.
You know what you're doing. You're violating our rights. And that's a shame. You lied. You lied to us as residents. You do not stand for me. And I want you to step down. And they say that you're the worst mayor in America. I agree. I want you to get out of our town. You don't need to here. You don't even own in Dalton. So get out. Leave. We don't want you here. You or your administration. Y'all need to go.
Police ended up clearing the room after the heated exchange, saying they were credible threats. The board was expected to approve an investigation into the mayor's alleged lavish spending spree after she herself shut it down last month, despite a $2 million deficit. The 4 trustees who voted in favor of that investigation stormed out of the meeting in protest. They were protesting police kicking some of their constituents out. And then Mayor Henyard slammed them for leaving.
As you just saw, is chaos amongst our 4 trustees. They didn't come here to handle the business. They came here to do a political theater stunt, which you just saw. We didn't get through any business as it relates to a scheduled board meeting.
The controversies don't end there. The high-rolling mayor is accused of wasting thousands of taxpayer dollars on billboards and posters of herself posted.
I mean, wow. That's somebody who just doesn't care. That's like Donald Trump. That's almost on par with Donald Trump, but even Trump probably wouldn't go that far. Maybe he wouldn't.
Around town, one resident compared her to Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro by posting her face everywhere. Henyard also appears to be obsessed with herself on social media, making several posts like this.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor.
And you hired Lightfoot to investigate. They probably might be in cahoots with each other. Okay? Like I'm just throwing it out there, folks. $400 per hour. People of Dalton. I think nobody that represents your current village are serious people. You need to evict everyone out of power. Okay? I'm not telling you what to do. You know, I am going to tell you what to do. People of Dalton, all right. Everyone. It's got to be a whole new reset button. Okay, it's like turning the machine off and on. Okay, you got to hit that reset button, and boom, maybe some problems will be fixed. Because what you currently got here, these crop of super thinkers, man, you were way off.
Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching. And y'all went and got my site shut down.
I didn't snitch. It was Trey.
My Tiffany.
This.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching. And y'all went and got my site shut down. My Tiffany on the Move podcast. Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast. Well, it's said that when truth speaks, everybody gets scared and everybody gets up running. Well, just like I told you, if you want the tea, get it from me.
Everybody loves you when things are going great, but you really get to see who you are and who the real people around you are when things aren't. And those people that you can tell are real, you hold on to. You know, you stay true to those relationships.
Henyard is also accused of taking a hefty $300,000 a year salary.
God damn. Hold on. Give it up to Torwin. It says the people who hate you and you're accusing of snitching. The snitching.
Reportedly also spent thousands on first-class trips, professional hair and makeup team, expensive outfits, as many of the low-income residents she represents struggle to pay bills. Get this, she proposed a new law that would cap the next mayor's salary at $25,000.
I look, I'm not. This is funny, but it's downright pathetic at the same time. You know, it's just interesting. You see a mayor who is not only getting in a hefty, large amount of cash, but as soon as she's gone, oh, she's pulling up that ladder right up behind her because no one else is going to get paid more than her because she's super mayor.
Henyard denies everything.
Of course you would. And of course, the people of Dalton, I think you made the dumbest mistake ever. You hired Lightfoot to investigate her. People of Dalton, what in God's green earth were you thinking? This was a horrible decision. And this comic show in Dalton, a small Chicago suburb, not in Chicago, big difference, is probably coming after our championship belt of corruption. But don't worry, Lightfoot's on the case. Say it with me, folks, especially the people in the back. What could possibly go wrong?